today. Today, we are sponsored by USB foot pedal for your computer. I'm running this entire thing right now off of one foot pedal. I am not using my hands for any part of this presentation. You should all purchase a USB foot pedal. Now it's time for the actual bottomy, the goose eggs. These are characters that did not receive any votes in 3,163 or however the fuck many we got. 3,100. No votes. Nobody liked them. Not at all. First up, the Hegemonic Brute from B1 got his head cut off by PM. Nobody gave a fuck. After this, Typheus, Cetus, Hephaestus, and Hemera, the denizens. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about them at all. A couple of denizens, Echidna got votes, Yaldabaoth got votes, Abraxas got votes. Nobody cared about Typheus at all. At all. The delectable floozies, the homo-suck versions of Jane and Roxy. Every other homo-suck character got votes, except for the delectable floozies specifically. His Honorable Tyranny. No votes. Nobody cares about the judge. Well pressed attire, too busy for this. One dapper black shell, finery fiend, chuffed about duds, and want more socks. Received no votes. These are the serious business co-workers of dads Crocker and Egbert. Some of them being carapations on Durst, and some of them being human men. Nobody cared about any of them. Axel 7174, Probster, Subject 17, and The Gum, the GameFAQs users, writing Spurb walkthroughs. Nobody voted for them. Nobody cared. And finally, the last character who received actually 0 votes in this entire thing is the Hegemonic Brute in the B2 universe who got his head immediately cut off by Dirk.
This is really sad.
I know.
This is not good.
Every other Carabation got votes except for HB twice. Hearts Boxcars got votes.
I mean, Hearts Boxcars bit that guy's head off.
That's true, and that's why he got votes. But Hegemonic Brute was passed over twice. It's so funny. It's so funny. I can't believe that happened. Anyway, on to the top 8. The numbers are going to go a lot higher because we had a lot more results here. So, the top 8 for the old gents. Number 8 is Dirk with 5,033 points. Number 7 is Vriska with 5,369 points.
Nice. No one makes 69 jokes anymore.
That's true. Number 6 is Jade with 5,656 points. Number 5 is Roxy with 6,114 points. Number 4 is Terezi with 6,226 points. Number 3 is John with 6,618 points. Number 2 is Karkat with 6,700 points exactly. And number 1 is the one and only Dave Schreider with 8,900 points. Over 2,000 more points than second place. And yes, as you've all immediately noticed, it's literally the exact same 8 characters that the new gens voted, just in a different order. I was expecting the results to be so crazily different, and yet they're not. It's the exact same 8 characters, just shuffled around.
Well, while I have you guys hostage here, can I ask, why don't we fuck with Rose? Why don't we like Rose? Why do we not care about Rose? I don't know,
and we'll get there. We'll get there in one moment. I have some interesting data points. Rose is the most
insane Homestuck character.
That's true.
Rose has been threatening to kill herself since page 1.
That's true. There's going to be a little bit more data, Mr. President, that I will be able to share with you on this.
I'm getting mad.
So now
the server doesn't matter to me anymore.
Yeah, that's true. So now let's move on to the popularity metrics sorted by group. We're going to do all of the kids first. So even if they didn't make the top 8, here's how they all shake out together. So here's all the kids. And you may be asking, where's Jane? Obviously, there's 8 of them. She comes in under Jake. Obviously, she's the best character. Like, I can't believe she's that low, but whatever, it's fine. No, she came in 9th. Jane came in 9th. You want to know who Jane lost to? You want to fucking know who Jane lost to of the kids? Fucking Sunglasses.
I was in the fucking Homestuck group chat saying I was so mad at you for putting Little Hal on the fucking list, even though he's not a real character. That he fucking beat Jane.
By 200 points.
He's Sunglasses.
He's
Get
Sunglasses. He's Sunglasses. A real woman lost to Sunglasses. I can't stand all of you.
I hate being alive. Continue the fucking PowerPoint.
Here's all the A2 trolls. Karkat comes in first. Then every woman except Feferi in order. Followed by Solix, who is the most popular guy who isn't Karkat. Narrowly beating out Gamzee by only 7 points. Equius is only slightly more popular than Aridin. Couple 100-point gap between Aridin and Tavros, and then a 500-point drop between Tavros and Feferi. Jane slightly beating Feferi, proving that they are, at the end of the day, exactly the same character.
So no one fucks with light players. Continue.
Yep, everybody hates life players very badly. And then finally, the Dancestors. This made me crazy. Matuna is the most popular Dancestor? I guess.
Awesome. That's kind of awesome, actually.
Mina's in second. That makes sense. Like Kankari's in third somehow. Arania coming up fourth. Mulin actually, unironically, got exactly 420 points somehow in a beautiful quirk of statistics. I can't believe that happened. Cronus made the top half of the list somehow. Latula, all the way down at 9th. What's wrong with all of you? Porim getting 11th place. So it happens. I think her historic relationship with Latula, them combined, you know, it all sets up. And Rufio, nobody liked him enough to get him out of double-digit points, which is really funny to me.
If we ask Dante Bosco really nicely, he could be the 100th vote.
That's true. I love the implication that Dante Bosco would put Rufio at 8th. Because maybe. Yes, this is points. This is not raw votes. But speaking
there's other characters.
There are other characters. Let's get into a more complete breakdown of the actual results. So this first row is the number of raw votes the character gets, followed by their actual weighted score after doing all of the fancy math. And then how often a certain character was the first place vote, the second place vote, the third place vote, etc., etc. So my interesting Rose lore is that in both cases, Rose cracked the top 8 in terms of raw number of votes. However, was beaten out every single time once the numbers were actually weighted. In regards to the old gens, Vriska is the character most commonly listed as the 8th most popular character, which makes sense. In all of these, I think Rose came in like 9th or 10th in the full list. But yeah, to people asking, I'm going to be like compiling and releasing all of this data nice style. So you'll get all of this to play around with as you wish. But these are just interesting things I like to point out at. So beyond this, I used the help of our wonderful stable boy girls. I DM'd them. I said, I have paperwork for you to do. And they were all very excited. And then Fazzy did all the work. So in part of this, Fazzy left some really interesting insights and data charts on the page. So here are Fazzy's insights on what has happened here. Her notes are right there on the side. Some of these we've already gone over, but I think it's really interesting that Solix got exactly 413 votes. The trolls were most commonly voted in first place slots. The beta kids were most commonly voted in second place slots. Alphas in third, so on and so forth. You can see the raw number of votes. You can see the weighted score, the average by character, etc., etc. Which the beta kids are the most heavily weighted. They obviously have the most points per character total. So I'm going to hang out here for but a moment. So you have a chance to read through these insights. And then after this are the final credits for this beautiful poll. I'm really happy how well this poll turned out, even though you all voted incorrectly.
Every time we try to do democracy in this goddamn server, every time, Rose loses.
Rose loses every time. once we are done with the epilogues, we'll find a good time to do a second larger popularity poll. Once we can actually start including all of the post-canon characters. So I hope you are excited to have another one that is like way, way longer. It's going to be really funny.
Yeah. Part of me kind of wants to do like an in-person survey at the 413 event. 413, well, it's not even.
Oh, that would be really fun.
411, New York City. Come, I'll probably be doing survey work with a clipboard, live, in person.
Yay. Find the president.
So yeah, find me.
Yeah. All right, and now it is time for the credits.
Hello, everybody! Let me tell you about Homestuck. Woo! Yeah!
Got her ass.
I wasn't going to put one in originally, but then everybody expected me to. Oh yeah, I set that as the thumbnail on purpose. That's what they call a double fake out.
Woo! So yeah, a quick recap. We're reading about Harper Server. Yay, I'll probably fucking ping people about the role for that again later. Also, you all voted incorrectly again to kill me specifically, because you hate me specifically. This will be remembered. Besides the Matuna thing, that was funny. I'll give you that one. You got
The
me.
Matuna one was really crazy. I thought I was going crazy.
You got me.
At those results.
Yeah, I'll take a real upset. I'll take something that genuinely catches me off guard. This is what happens when you don't Pokemon Go to the polls. I can't believe I'm making that
That's
joke
true.
in 2026, but it is what it is. Is that like 10 years ago now? That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Wow.
That's what they call a triple fake out.
Yes, you are allowed to send mail-in votes.
And that's all I have for you. Thank you all
Well,
for your
this
participation
was-
in the poll.
Yeah. Thanks also everyone for coming. Welcome to the bullshit zone. Vibri has been very politely, very nicely, and very kindly taking the reins on all the Homestuck re-release stuff, which has been a real labor of love for so many people. And now that finally we get to Homestuck.com's back up, we can read Homestuck again on the internet. That's pretty cool. We're now entering into the great unknown. The great unknown, of course, being now there's a whole bunch of other shit that's going on, such as a bunch of video games and a web comic, which is still chugging along. I think by the time we're done with the epilogues book club, it'll actually be the end of the hiatus that they're on. Probably even before that. There's a lot to look forward to in the future. It's gonna get, I don't want to say weirder. It's gonna get broader. Right? Oh, I got disconnected by God. That's cool. Yeah, as we exit the cave of Vibri being able to ask Andrew any of the questions directly and go into the part where there's active spoilers and things that people don't know, expect things to get stranger and cagier. Expect to be psychologically tormented by me and others. This is the fun thing about Homestuck Renaissance. There's a comic that's going on right now that's going to be going on for quite some time, and no one knows where it's going. And if you're anything like me, you've been seeing it pop up way, way more on your social media feeds and such. And I've been noticing all the the FOMO of what the hell happens to Beyond Canon. Well, here is your chance to find out. And when we do the next popularity poll, Rose better be 5 ranks higher, or else his entire server is being deleted. I don't care anymore.
That's true.
I don't. We all die.
Let me check what position Rose was in. In this one, Rose came in 9th on the old Judd poll.
You know what? That's good. I mean, I get it. The thing is that Dave is such an attention hog. Dave made up his backstory so we'd feel bad about him.
That's true.
It was true, but he still made it up.
You
can make up things that are true.
That's true. To extend it out a little bit beyond the scope of the thing, in 9th place was Rose. In 10th place was Nepeta. 11th place was Kanaya. 12th place is Aradia. 13th place is Caliborn. 14th place is Dave Petta. 15th is Calliope, and 16th is Jake. Dear person who's been asking about Obama the whole time, I will tell you how many points human man Barack Obama got. 265 points.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Alternate Calliope got... Where the fuck did I put the cherubs on here? Okay, I'm just gonna look it up. Oh, wow, right there. Alternate Calliope got 173 total points, which is less than Barack Obama.
This will learn.
Parentheses Vriska earned 641 total points.
It's going to be interesting keeping this one going, I think. Because I think at the point now where this is just us podcasting. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
You do notice that people tend to get really attached, and I guess it is kind of the Survivor... I don't want to call it fallacy, but you know what I mean, where it's people get really attached to the first person, the character that shows up, you know what I mean? Where it's You still see people drawing adult Vriska, but she's got her arm blown off and no eye and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, I get that. Like, you kind of imprint on the first version of the character that pops up. It always makes me like curious about situations where a cooler version of the character shows up later, like Calliope and Alt Calliope, where Alt Calliope
Yes.
is like kind of just sick as fuck.
Yeah. To answer
Not
all
that
of your burning
Calliope like
questions, okay, to answer your burning
I keep getting
questions, Oil
disconnected.
Dog
That's
came
not
in
good.
at
Anyway.
83. 83 points total for the Oil Dog.
This makes sense. Okay, robot arms are cool. I'll give you that one. See, my thing is with Homestuck, and this is me being pretentious.
Yeah.
What you got to do is that you got to find a different character to give a robot arm to.
That's true.
Like, you got to find a way to make it rhyme. Like I saw June art where she has a robot arm and she does it to do like wacky cartoon stuff, and I was like, that's a real thinker. That's an artist.
That is an artist.
I couldn't be able to share it with you. I don't know how to find it, but someone's probably going to be able to. Okay, someone in the chat wants Guardian ratings. Is there anything interesting there?
Let's take a look at the Guardians real quick. Yeah, okay, so we're coming in with wow, okay, Dad Egbert has 600 points even. Dad Crocker has 80.
Makes sense.
Nana has 85 points. Okay, yeah, Dad Egbert is the second most popular Guardian, second to only Bro Strider.
Of course.
Okay. Sure. And then both of them are followed by Alpha Bro Strider for some reason. And then after that, it's Lil Cal. It's Dad Egbert. And then Bro Strider, Dad Egbert, other Bro Strider, Lil Cal, Mom Lalonde, Grandpa Harley by 1 point. Nana Egbert, Dad Crocker, Mom Lalonde Rose, Grandma English, Pop Crocker.
Yeah, I mean it's the Strider century of domination. We all know. It's never gonna change. Yeah.
I really thought about making up a Homestuck character to just like sneak in here, but then I just decided to do Oil Dog instead. Lilac, of course I remembered Bone Bone. Let me go find Bone Bone for you. Bone Bone got 11 points. Winnie the Pooh 2 has 97 points. We went over who had the least number of votes already. That was the Goose Egg section. Denizens. Oh, yes. Doomed Equius number 45832, who's wearing a saucy maid outfit for some fucking reason, got 310 points. Andrew Hussey received 266 points, which means that Doomed Equius is more popular than Andrew Hussey. Hussey Bot received 15 points. There are a couple people who only received a single vote, such as Grace Lack 66 and Office Urchin 1280. MSPA Reader received 201 points. Popping over to the Felt now. Removing Doc Scratch from the equation entirely. Snowman was far and away the most popular Felt member, followed by Crowbar, and then after that, it's approximately a 200-point difference for any other character. The least popular member of the Felt is Finn. You want Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff. Sweet Bro received 192 points. Hella Jeff received 197 points. And Jerome received 67 points. Doc Scratch got 459. And now I can't look at the chat because you're all gonna make that joke forever. PM received 508 points. The mayor got 1,711 points. Let's see. So Spade Slick received 949 points. B1 Jack Noir received 731 points. Lord Jack received 49 points. And the Jack Noir from Caliborn session, who was only in maybe 2 panels, got 45 points, which just goes to show how much everybody hates Lord Jack. Cylon has a question for me somewhere. Yeah, I think I definitely missed a couple characters. I think the missing 2, quote unquote, are going to be Kanaya and Terezi's sprites. I missed Dragon and Mother Sprite. Let me do Miss Paint and then I'll do the Ancestors. That's just me typing badly. Miss Paint received 220 points. Yeah, Fazzy, I fucked up, I know. I'm dying badly. Hold on. Let me get my jug. Short answer, before an Ancestors, Cool Scar blew everybody else out of the water very badly. Which, okay. Sure. Cool Scar did better than Her Imperious Condescension. Cool Scar did better than one of the main villains.
Who are we?
By about 40 points.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lamplay Swan Song had 109 points, coming in third. Lord English received where did I put you all? Lord English received 143 points. Let's talk about the ancestors. Shrek did better than Eridan's actual seahorse father. Okay, here we go. So the handmaid received 96 points. The summoner received 30 points. The helmsman received 87 points. The sufferer received 330 points. The disciple got 48. Dolorosa got 131. Red Glare got 122. Mindfang got 151. Oh no, it all disappeared. Darkleer got 91, Grand Highblood 175, Dual Scar 123, and Hick got 231. You all really badly want to know how well Yif Yif did. Yif Yif was the most popular of all of those companions. With 43 points total. Yes, you will get the ratings. We will put together something nice and fancy for you to poke on through. All right. Casey, I can give you Casey. I'm happy to do that. Casey got 300 points even. Cylon, yes, I will send the presentation in the horse chat. Courtyard Droll got 16 points in his B1 incarnation and 14 points in his B2 incarnation. Casey got 300 exactly. Fedora Freak, that's a good one. Fedora Freak received... Hold on. Fedora Freak received 190 points. Arthur received, I think, the most points out of any of the Luci, but let me confirm that.
I mean, he's the only one with like a real human name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 66.
It's not like Crabdab's name is Jeff.
I mean, you have the power to make that true if you really want to. Yes. Or Arthur got 77 points total. The next most popular one is Pounce de Leon. Oh, wait, I'm lying to you. The next most popular one is Tinkerbell, and then Pounce de Leon. Aradia's Ramlucis that showed up ever? Question mark? I don't fucking remember. Received 16 points. Beating out Spider Mob, who only got 14. And also Eridan Seahorse Dad, who got 8 points. Okay, let's look at some sprites real quick. So, Nana Sprite, pre-retcon, received 54 points. Post-retcon, 24 points. Dave Sprite received 874 points. Cal Sprite, 27 points. Jasper Sprite, 45 points. Jade Sprite received 63 points. Oh, come on. Tavris Sprite received 67 points. GCat Tavros Sprite received 55 points. Arqueus received 173 points. Aerosol Sprite received 137 points. What's wrong with you people? Fafetta Sprite received 281 points. Jasper Sprite Squared received 358. And Dave Petta received 2,261 points. Shrek got like 80 points, I think. Dan Imfish, if I was allowed to create a shit popularity poll, wars would start.
Universe where that ends well. Like, this is something that we discussed for a different project for like a Valentine's Day thing. It like everyone, that is what we would want to do if we would want to end the server not on our terms. Just like let it die.
Oh, it would be so bad.
Like, not even talking about like problematic ships or whatever. I'm talking about like the second that the Dave Cat versus fucking Pepsi Cola war began and it was on this turf, I would have to blow up this whole server. Like, I heard that that's all that's going on TikTok right now. And it's, I don't know.
They can all kill each other so that Yuri can kind of sweep. Yeah, a little while ago, it was very late at night.
I am famously the anti-love president.
That's true. A little while ago,
Do not ship.
I went into the Lilypad channel. Maybe I'll do it again. And I told people to name 2 or more characters. And I would put them in a 1-hour poll with that only said peak or weak, and I made you all decide whether or not a ship was good or not. It was crazy in there. It was really crazy in there. And so maybe I'll do that again at some point, just because it's so fucking funny to see what weird ass ships got popular and what didn't. Yeah, let's talk about the Midnight Crew real quick. Spade Slick received 949 points. Diamonds Droog received 372 points. Clubs Deuce received 336 points. And Hearts Boxcars received 142 points. All right.
Oh, sorry, I just got a presidential alert. My aide just came and whispered in my ear that they're making a different observation channel for the epilogues. Wow, apparently people are really upset that Lilypad wasn't going to be a normal group chat anymore. Oh no, they hit the second tower. Ah. There's already a goddamn Wordle channel. Go use it.
All right. Well, in 5 minutes, I am legally obligated to go spin a big wheel and watch a movie. So I believe that is all the observations
that's
that
tonight.
I have for. Yeah, it sure is. Mr. President, would you like to watch a film?
Let me go eat dinner and I'll let you know. I might be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Okay, have fun.
This is not a brand deal. I've just been playing it recently. It's pretty
Are you
good.
enjoying that game? Okay, good.
Surprisingly, quite a bit. Yeah.
Huh.
It's like it's weirdly like it's. I mean, it has a lot of that kind of classic Ubisoft slop in it, like that AAA slop, but it's all like weirdly ignorable.
Huh.
I think the protagonists are all kind of like they're weirdly adorable to me. They got their charm points.
Yes. Oh, wow, that really is your name, Oiled Grungler. Hold on. Let me just show you my movie wheel real quick. take a fucking peek at this thing.
Yeah, are we doing this?
I'm not doing it
Can we
here.
spin it in here and just not tell? Okay. Yeah, so we have a group chat where we watch movies and we spin a wheel twice a week for the movie that we got. Most
Yeah.
of these movies are good.
Most of them are good. And then sometimes we watched, oh my god, you weren't there. What the fuck did we watch? Boy Kills World? That movie sucked ass.
Was that on the fish wheel?
No, but Fish was there and said this is like really top tier slop and then left immediately.
Yeah, as he's
So
wont
this
to
one
do.
is not for any keeps, but I will just spin it. This is not for any keeps. This is not what we are watching tonight. Oh wait, fuck. Maybe it should be though.
It's also worth noting that we have a system where we bet on which movie it's going to land on, and if you get the right movie, you get a token which lets you make your own wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there we
You also get your own wheel for birthdays.
yeah. We love gambling here. But either way, that's about it. I need to step
Yeah.
away. And yes, we will give you the rankings, I promise. We're gonna do some
All right.
fancy
Well,
organization.
with that in
and we'll give
mind,
it to you.
Ophelia's leaving. I'm gonna answer exactly 5 questions, and then I'm gonna go. I don't know what they're asking questions about. I'm just gonna answer them.
Silence by asks, what is rage?
See, I would give the like kind of stock answer. Well, you get really angry. I would say that, you know, here's the thing. I don't want to step on any toes because I don't really know what information Beyond Canon is planning to reveal. But one of the writers gave me the funniest explanation for what rage means. That I have to assume they're probably going to do like verbatim in the comic. Otherwise, I don't know why they would come up with something that funny. Probably not, actually. I think he was just spinning it off the dome. But yeah, I guess my answer is I can't answer that because it's too funny to answer. My bad.
Okay. Talonius asks, why should we vote for Rose?
I mean, even ignoring the fact that she's just fucking funny, she is like the deuteragonist of Homestuck. Like, she's the second main character. Like, I don't. Also, she's the craziest one. Like, if you're ranking like beta kids on like neuroses, I mean, Dave is obviously up there, but I actually think that Dave is like strangely normal. He's just an abused dog. That was mean. He's an abused. You know what I mean. Good boy, but he's a. He's neurotic like a. Oh, I can't take that one back. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Anyway, Marin asks,
I would say that like Dave
President...
is like aspiringly normal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say Rose is the most crazy Homestuck character, just kind of period. Like she's just an insane person. It's awesome. She's one of the coolest like female characters I've ever seen. But I think people just kind of take the fact that she's a woman and use it to boil down and make her like normal girl kind of goth when she's just kind of nuts.
That's true. Marin asks, what's
You
your
heard
favorite
that her
bone?
one of her best friends being a yeah.
Okay. Lux asks what your favorite bread is.
You know, I'm trying to remember the name of it. There's a specific bread I get from a local bakery that I like quite a bit. And I never remember the name because I just point at it and go like I'm a baby. That one. It might be like a rye.
Okay. And now for the final question. You can pass on this one, and I'll move on to the next one if you so desire. One chat member who I don't want to dox asked, "What's your shoe size?"
Okay. So the honest answer is that I am a 15 men's. That's all right. I don't know why you wanted to know that.
And that's your 5 questions, unless you feel like you want to answer another one.
I don't know why I answered. I guess I guess here's the thing. Whenever I get asked in person, it's always like, "Wow, those are really nice sneakers," and I have to say, like, "Yeah, I mean, I spent like $200 on them." It's like they don't make when you get to a certain like shoe size, they don't make sneakers that are like nice. Like it's really annoying. Cause I mean, cause you can't like go shopping for them. You have to like order them online, and there's like not only is there shipping, but they're all like there's like $100 markup. So like if you go to the gym, you usually meet like another guy that's also like gigantic and yoked as hell, and is like it's always like a topic of conversation. It always comes up. It's like commiserating for men. It's awesome. It wasn't weird until you made it weird, frankly. Something I live with.
Okay. And that's your 5 questions.
I also, yeah, I was also gonna say I also have an issue where like most hats don't fit my head, so I also have to buy from like bighats.com. It's not good. I live a bad life.
Final bonus question. Karu asks, "President, why do you put up with us?"
Well, in my dreams, watching the Homestuck fandom in the way that it was post 2019, as people went out of their way to try to destroy all sense of like artistic integrity and slash or diversity, I made it my choice as president of Homestuck to reinstate DEI Homestuck. Also, frankly speaking, I hate to say it, it could be a lot worse than this.
That's true.
It could be a lot worse than this. I answered a question honestly, forgetting that like people are weird about things on the internet, and that's the worst problem I had to deal with today. That's fine. That's okay. We'll know about my shoe size now. I could live with that. Honestly, like I like Homestuck a lot. And I think that the Homestuck fandom, despite the bumpy roads, has been one of the greatest of all time. Uh Annoying in a really unique way that other fandoms don't really get to be, but one of the greatest. And I've been watching my friends make Homestuck for so long that being able to like help run the community was kind of a no-brainer. So I put up with you so that they don't. The trick is that I like putting up with you. They would all die. They would all kill each other and probably you, but I can handle it. I'm powerful.
You are powerful. People in the chat are now offering to send you money to purchase you shoes.
Yeah. Should probably we should probably go. It is movie night. Fuck. Okay.
It sure is movie night.
Yeah, anyway, thank you for sticking around. 200 of you are here to just hear us talk for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah, Epilogues Book Club. Hop on that shit. That's the only thing I have to plug, actually. I'm out of stuff.
All right.
Yeah, hydrate. I need to go
and
do that personally.
With that, everybody go hydrate. Everybody go watch a movie tonight. Go pick a good movie.
Go watch All About Eve.
You should go watch All About Eve. Even if we don't watch All About Eve,
Everyone has to watch All About Eve.
You should all go watch All About Eve.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm just gonna end the stage. You're all gonna get kicked out. Bye-bye.